Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be updating you guys on the brushes I have received in my MorpheMe brush subscription service. I definitely missed out on 2 months of updating you guys, but I'm here now and I'm going to be doing them all in one video for you guys so we can just go ahead and get it out of the way. So I'm doing June and July's MorpheMe brush subscription service. So all of the brushes that I have here are what were sent to me in the month of June and July. So June, I think I received 3 brushes, and then for July I think I received 5 or 4 or 5 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it all in one video. Of course, I'm still going to have the demo right here showing you guys exactly how I use the brushes. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of information about the brushes, how I would use them or how you can use them. Just very informative as always. So if you guys are interested in learning about the brushes that I received from MorpheMe for the month of June and July, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with June brushes, obviously. So the first one I have here is the Morphe E3 brush, and this is the precision pointed powder brush. So as you guys can see, it's nice and tapered at the top. This is a synthetic haired brush, by the way, but it's nice and tapered at the top, but it has a lot of movement, so you can go ahead and easily distribute powder on your face if you want to use this for that. I've actually used this brush for 2 different things. So I've used this brush to go ahead and wipe away my bake under my eyes, just to evenly distribute that powder into my skin, as well as sweep off the excess. And then I've also used this brush to go ahead and apply my actual setting powder for my face. It's a foundation powder, but I use it as a setting powder to go ahead and just pull everything on my face together. So that is mainly what I use this brush for, and I feel like it really does get in the places that you need to. If you need to go right up under your eyes, it's tapered so you can get right in there, and then it's big enough for you to actually get into those bigger places on your face. You can get right in between your eyebrows. It's just a really nicely shaped brush for what you're going to be using it for. So I do actually really love this brush for powder. I feel like it distributes it evenly, no matter if it's a pressed powder or a loose powder. So definitely like this brush for applying powder. You could, if you wanted to, use this brush for bronzer. It has enough movement but not too much to put your bronzer like all over the place. So it's going to put it exactly where you want to place it, and I feel like it would be a great bronzer brush to go ahead and just give your face some more color. So you can definitely use this for setting powders and for bronzing. The next brush is the E4 brush, and this is the angled contour brush. So obviously I have been using this for my contour because you guys know that I love angled brushes like this for contour. I use them for my blush as well, but I just am so obsessed with using brushes like this to go ahead and get right up in there for my contour, and that's exactly what I've been using this brush for. So I'll have the brush sideways like this to go ahead and sweep my lightest contour powder on my cheeks first, and then I'll turn it this way like at an angle so I can really get into the contours of my cheeks to add my darker color more back towards my hairline and just really deepen up my contour. So that's why I love using angled brushes, because you can really turn them different ways and get a more precise or a more loose like contour if you wanted to. So yeah, you can definitely use this for blush if you wanted to. I mean, it's great for when you want to sweep it back to your hairline. It's gonna apply it just as it would your contour. You're just gonna sweep it back into your hairline and you'll get a nice flush. So yeah, you can definitely use this for blush and contour, and I absolutely love this brush. Again, this is a synthetic hair brush. And then the very last brush that I received for the month of June was the E36, and this is a detailed crease brush. Now with this brush, I typically do not use this in the crease because I never go for a really sharp color in my crease unless I'm doing a very specific look. So brushes like this I love to use under my eyes on my lower lash line to go ahead and smudge out my eyeliner, or to apply eyeshadow to my lower lash line to go ahead and bring my entire eye look together. And that is exactly what I use this for today. I went ahead and put my black eyeliner in my waterline, and because I wanted a more smoky effect on my lower lash line, I took this brush and I just smudged my eyeliner down into my lash line, and it worked perfectly. This is definitely a great smudger brush. If you want to go ahead and connect your eyeshadow on your lower lash line to your top lash line, you could use this to go ahead and blow that eyeshadow up towards the outer V of your eye. This is just an all-around important brush to have in your collection. So you can go ahead and use this for a cut crease as well if you wanted to put your line down first and then use this to sort of smudge it out and, you know, start to diffuse that color in your crease. You could definitely use this for that as well. Since it is a very small brush and it's nice for detailing, then you can definitely use this to create, you know, more precise types of looks. So this is definitely an important brush in your collection, and like I said, you can use it for your crease, your outer V, and your lower lash line as well. So now I'm going to be moving on to the brushes that I got for July. So I'm going to be starting off with the E48, and this is the mini pointed powder brush. So you can see that it is a lot smaller than the E3. I'm going to hold them up side by side. It's a lot smaller than the E3, so that's why they call this the mini pointed powder brush. But as you can see, it also has a taper at the top, but this one has movement as well. Sorry if you can see powder flying off of it because I did use it today. And this is the perfect size brush to go ahead and get right up under your eyes to pack on your loose powder for baking, or if you're using, you know, like a corrector sort of powder, you can get this right up under your eyes and really pack that color on. And that is exactly what I use this for. I took my banana shade that I love to use under my eyes to give me that brightening effect. Once I apply my highlight concealer, I use this brush to go ahead and apply that powder directly under my eyes, right where my eye creases are, because I do like to bake in that area so that I don't have any creasing. And this was the perfect size to get right up under there and really pack that color on. You could also definitely use this brush to contour as well. It is small enough to go ahead and chisel out your contour area so you can get a nice precise line. And then if you wanted to, you can go in and blend it out with your E4, your angled contour brush. So this could definitely be a multitude of uses. This could definitely be used for a multitude of uses, and I really like this brush. Again, it's another synthetic hair brush. The next brush is the E22 brush, and this is the pointed blender brush. So of course I use this on my eyes, in my crease. I went ahead and applied my final crease color with this brush. So I put it on my outer V and then I swept it into my crease to go ahead and give my eye and my crease more definition. This is a perfect crease brush. It's not as fluffy as, you know, the brush you would use for your transition color, but it has nice movement, so you can go ahead and place your color where you want to, as well as blend it out at the same time. So I definitely just placed my color right here on the outer V and then swept it into my crease, and it did all of the work for me. You can never have enough crease blending brushes in different sizes and different densities, because they can all be used for something different as well as the same thing. But if you want to use multiple colors in your crease and really build everything up, then you're going to need a few of these types of brushes. So you can never have too many of these. Again, this is the E22. Absolutely love this type of brush. Next we have the E18, and this is the round crease brush. Now this is more so of a brush that I would go ahead and use in my crease if I wanted more of a detailed or precise look. This reminds me a lot of the e.l.f. contour brush that I used to use a lot in my crease, and this is definitely for when I want to get a color directly into my crease. This is the type of brush that I would go ahead and use, because typically if I'm putting a specific color in my crease, I want it more rounded, so I would use this type of brush to just get right there in the fold of my crease and just apply my color. So this is a really handy brush as well. You could definitely use this on your lower lash line too. It's not super duper big to where it's going to apply color all over the place. So if you wanted to go ahead and smoke out your lower lash line, you could use this brush as well. You can go ahead and use this brush on your outer V to make it more rounded if you're applying color out there. This brush, again, you can use this for a multitude of things as well. Can't go wrong with having this brush. Next we have the M432, and this is a flat liner definer brush. So I love these brushes like this. These are definitely especially good for if you want to apply a darker color directly to your lash line, like right where your lashes are. That's the only place that you want a dark color. These are so thin and so precise that it's going to get right there on your lower lash line, and it's not going to deposit that dark color anywhere else that you don't want it. So I love having these brushes specifically for that. You can go ahead and apply that dark color to your lower lash line and then apply the rest of your eyeshadow colors below that and go ahead and smoke out your eye look, and it's going to be perfect. So this is a great flat liner definer brush. I would not use these for eyeliner unless I'm doing a really smudgy type of look. So I would just like apply my eyeliner, a pencil eyeliner, to my top lash line, and then use this to just go ahead and smudge it out. But as far as gel, I think this is a little too wide to go ahead and apply gel eyeliner unless you're going for a super dramatic wing. I think this is a little too fat for gel eyeliner. So just smudging out pencil and smudging out eyeshadow is what I would use this brush for. Finally, we have the M310, and this is the large soft fan brush. So obviously fan brushes and me, I use these for highlighters every single time I get them. I have 2 fan brushes already and I use those specifically for highlighters, and that is what this one is used for as well. You can see that it's dirty already because I used it for my highlight today. Love fan brushes for highlight. I feel like because of their movement, they just distribute the highlight so well onto your skin. It doesn't look like you just have a straight up strip of highlight packed onto your skin, a straight line of highlight packed onto your skin. It gets on your nose really well, your cupid's bow and everything. I feel like fan brushes just apply highlight the best to me, so I love using a fan brush. You can use the very tip of the brush to apply it, or you can turn it and put it on the flat side and really get a more intense highlight. So I really love fan brushes for highlight, but you can go ahead and use a fan brush for your contour if you wanted to, if you wanted a nice soft diffused look. Again, if you turn it on its side and use it like that, you can use it for bronzing if you wanted to. But to me, I think that fan brushes are more suitable for highlighting. So yeah, that is exactly what I use this brush for today. So those are all the brushes that I received for the month of June and July from the MorpheMe subscription. As always, I will have all of the information for this brush subscription linked down below, so you guys can go ahead and check them out. Remember, they are only $19.95 a month, and every month you get a different set of brushes to try out. So you're pretty much spending no money at all for great quality brushes. But the one disclaimer is you can't pick what brushes you get. So if you are not a fan of natural hair brushes, you aren't able to actually pick what brushes you get every month. So that is something that you might want to look into if you are thinking about subscribing to this brush subscription. Me, I absolutely love it. I'm gonna stay a member for a couple more months and see what brushes that I get, and I will keep making these videos for you guys. So I hope you found it helpful and informative, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.